Peter Bedell is reporting in tomorrow's Courier Mail that Wayne Bennett, current coach of the South Sydney Rabbitohs, actually approached the Gold Coast Titans about taking over the head coach role on the Gold Coast in 2020, but the super coach was rejected by the club. PK, I think you've got a copy of the story in front of you. You've had a quick glance. What's the guts of the story?
Well, the guts of it is Bennett's basically confirmed, which we all knew at the time, that Bennett was interested in coaching the Gold Coast for 2020. It went around the game. It was denied at the time, which it always is, but it was certainly on the job. He says, I did consider the Titans' job. The truth is, I was genuinely interested in coaching them. He had a player manager, he had another third party, both contact the Titans who spoke up for him, but the Titans told him they wanted to go in a different direction. What I find interesting mostly about this, Ben, is not the fact that Bennett's confirmed the story that we all knew at the time was correct, even though it was denied at the time. It's the fact that he's chosen now to put it on public record, because it's un-Bennett-like to normally do that, is to come out, 8, 9, 10 months after the fact, to actually put it on public record and confirm that.
While the Titans are in the market for a head coach?
While they're in the market for a head coach. And second, I think it's a job audition.
What do you mean?
Well,
he signed at Souths.
I know he signed at Souths.
What are you talking about then?
Because I tell you why, Souths, when they brought Bennett down, they brought him down, what was a 3-year deal? And they said at the time there was no plan to have him there for an extended period. It was basically a shortish contract tenure, and I think Bennett is already looking at his next gig. He's putting it out there now that he would like to coach the Titans one day, that whoever they put in place now, bear in mind that Bennett might come knocking on the door in 2 years, 3 years' time.
Because I reckon that if he wins South Sydney Premiership number 22, that Russell Crowe will do whatever it takes to keep him there, whether it's as a head coach or whether there's a succession plan for Jason Demetrio and Wayne's the coaching coordinator.
Don't give me that, succession plans.
Yeah, look, he did outline clearly. He did outline clearly, in great detail, exactly why he would be the man to rebuild the Gold Coast club. So I mean, it's all in Peter Bedell's story tomorrow. But Hoops, you've been on this yarn from the start. That the Titans in the market for a new head coach. I see Peter Bedell is saying that the Walker brothers, Ben and Shane, have been confirmed that they'll be part of the interview process. What's the latest you're hearing?
I still get the feeling, Ben, that Kevin Walters is firming by the day as the man most likely to take over and lead the Gold Coast Titans into a new era. I know Kevy has said publicly that he doesn't want to tip his hat and he doesn't want to be part of an audition process. He doesn't want to go and be interviewed for the position. But I get the feeling power brokers at the Titans behind the scenes have identified Kev as their key target. So I think they want to make it happen. I think they want to make this deal happen. I actually think it might well come to fruition by the end of this week, early next week.
That Kevin Walters gets appointed?
Yes.
Okay.